Welcome to the Thrillers and Killers podcast with Doug, Aaron, and Jacob. This week we got an absolute fucking masterclass in cinematography, the fourth kind. It's directed by Olatunde Usansomni.
That was actually pretty good pronunciation from what I can tell.
Starring Mila Jovovich. All right, Elias Kotias and Will Parton. And
you're fucking
oh shit. So this movie's got a 5.9 on IMDb, and
that's
pretty much just a brief summary of the movie. This movie's about a mentally ill woman who leaves her daughter like in the woods somewhere to get eaten by a bear, and then tries to claim it's aliens. So with that, I'm gonna let somebody else take it away.
At the top, you said it's a masterclass of cinema, and I just want to cinematography. I just want to put out there it's a masterclass of everything. This movie's this is a model of what you want your movie to be. If anybody wants to make a movie, watch this first.
Yeah, that's not true.
You don't like it?
I don't like this movie at all. Spoiler alert, this is probably going to be the lowest scored movie I will give for the next few months.
I didn't, okay, so...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
As a kid, I wasn't aware this was a pseudo-documentary. I thought it was legitness. So, I was obsessed with... I thought it was real. Because, if anybody hasn't seen this, basically there's two separate storylines going on. There's the one with Mila Jovovich, and she is playing a Dr. Abigail Tyler, and then they have a second storyline that is quote unquote real, that is supposed to be actual footage, archival footage that they recovered from. It's all around the 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
And I thought that shit was real. So I was obsessed. Watching this movie back, though, I mean, it wasn't good, but I didn't hate it.
I just want to point out that I saw this movie when I was a kid, I guess around the time when it came out. I don't know, bro. That the 333 shit had me freaking out. I'm just gonna
This movie kind of had me spooked a little bit last night, dude. It's a little spooky at some points. It's like the distorted video and stuff. It's with the weird open mouth and the
when he's floating shit.
It's a little spooky. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, for some reason, when I was a kid, the 333 was just fucking crazy, and then I watched
that is the witching hour.
Then I watched it today, and 333's in there 2 or 3 times. It's not even that big of a deal.
I think it shows it literally once. It's insane. I remember the 333 as well.
I know it shows her alarm clock or whatever a couple times, and then it shows the time when the spaceship comes down from the police officer's cruiser cam.
Let's do a little back of house kind of shit real quick. The best thing about this movie is the fact that it's only 98 minutes long, which is, that's nice. Personally,
they should reduce the time by 50%.
You honestly probably could have cut. There's a lot of things you could have cut out of this still for 98 minutes. A lot of driving scenes are cut out too long. But I mean, 98 minutes. That's breezy. $10 million budget, and it made $47 million at the box office.
What the fuck?
So it more than quadrupled its money. So success. This director didn't do a whole lot of shit. I think this was his biggest thing. So I can't see why.
This movie's just good as shit, to be honest.
It takes place in Nome, Alaska, which is a real place, and there was a big controversy when it came out that I guess we can address. Essentially, the facts they give are true. There is a abnormal amount of missing people, but it's probably just because it's cold as shit there and people freeze to death. So there was a bunch of
Yeah.
activist things that happened whenever it came out that people didn't like how they were acting as if like normal, just like awful disappearances were supernatural in some way. That was a big deal. I don't think it's as much of a big deal now, but it was a thing. It was part of one of those. It's one of those movies that people protested it coming out, which might have contributed to its large box office return.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
other than that, I mean,
publicity's good publicity.
we can jump into it. You guys want to give a little summary?
So pretty much this movie, like I said, is about a mentally ill woman who thinks her husband got murdered, but really he blew his fucking brains out, and then the woman thought her kid got abducted by an alien, but really she left her in the woods to get eaten by a bear or a mountain lion or something,
Well,
and then
like
she
it,
claims she also got abducted by aliens, but that she's just making shit up. So yeah,
like she
that's
says
what
at
the
the
movie's
end.
about.
In the end, what you believe is yours to decide. So if that's what you want to believe, Doug, that's fine. So he's actually about aliens. um, there's a woman who plays a doctor, a psychologist, and she's seeing these patients for insomnia, and they all see the same white owl outside their window. Which, as a kid, I thought that was the scariest fucking shit, dude. I was like, owls? Hell no.
Owls are vicious, man.
I don't know. I don't know what it was about the white owl with the eyes, like the black eyes. It was fucking scary.
Not Hedwig.
Yeah. um. Basically, she starts trying to put these guys and a gal under hypnosis to see if they can remember what they are seeing at night. And when she does, one of them loses it and is like, "Oh, I saw some bad shit," and he's like, "I just want to go home." And so she lets him. And then that night, she gets a call from the cops, and he's like holding his
Hey,
wife and kids at
yeah.
gunpoint. I need to talk to the doctor right now.
So yeah,
No
so
bueno.
she yeah, no. So she goes over there, gets on the phone with him and stuff and whatever, and they're just talking, having a good conversation, and then he's like, "You know what? This is it." And he just turns the gun on his family and then kills himself, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
She should have been like, "Hey, don't do it, and I'll give you the Gok 9000."
I don't know. That's exactly what should have been done. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
It would have been at least just as effective. Okay.
Plot hole. Plot hole. He shoots his kids. They say earlier he has 3 kids. He only shoots twice.
Yeah.
Just saying. One of those kids is still alive and
Plot
permanently
hole.
fucked. But
Plot hole. No police department. Fucking just bring somebody up to negotiate with somebody about to kill everybody with a
I don't
gun.
know.
they put
I don't
a
know.
they put a
If he's like,
vest.
I want to talk to this doctor. I'm like, well, she's a psychiatrist, so it's probably our best bet. He's the only person that she's the only person that he trusts. So if I was a police
Also,
officer, I'd be like, yeah, let's bring her in.
correct me if I'm wrong, but this sheriff doesn't exactly seem like he is a by the rules kind of guy.
Yeah, no.
I mean, at one point
Also,
he literally just like tells everybody to get the fuck out and then locks her in a room. Is like, all right, like tell me what's happening or I'm taking your kids away or kid at that point.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it how in the scene where he's about to, well, where he pretty much does kill everybody and himself.
Yeah.
The police department has fucking like snipers lined up. Like, take, hey, you guys got a good shot? No, she's in the way. Like, fuck it. We're in a town
I
of like 3,000 people. They're just rolling in with snipers, right?
Yeah, and they have like highly
Fuck
trained
off.
snipers on their squad. Yeah, no.
They called down the team from fucking Anchorage.
okay, that's another problem I had. At the beginning of this movie, they say that this town can only be flown into, but at one point, plot hole, the son says he has a football game with a town over Browerville, I think. How the fuck do they get these middle school kids to that football game?
So what they do is they tie them to these string one by one, and then they just have them hang from under the plane.
Did you know they fly a private plane for this middle school football team?
Maybe. Fucking Americans love our football, you know?
That's besides the point. Anyway, um, yeah, he said something. Do you guys have the alien language quote that he says at the end? He says like "Simatu itar,"
Zim, yeah.
and
Zim
then
Abu Eater.
he shoots everybody. It's pretty
Okay,
sweet.
that's another thing I'm not getting with this movie. So pretty much they're implying that aliens have had something to do with society since like it began, since
They speak
they
Sumerian.
they speak, the most ancient language known in history. So
And script.
it seems like they, probably don't need to experiment on humans anymore because, they've been running shit for like
Maybe they just really like this town.
thousands of years.
It's a nice vacation spot for them.
Maybe this is like a rogue alien who like just likes fucking with people.
Anyway, um, they bring her in to the police station, and are basically like our sheriff, our fucking rogue sheriff, is like, hey, tell me what's going on. What did you fucking do to him? Because he's at your fucking office, and then he comes home and then blows his whole family away. And she's like, basically tells him, there's some weird shit going on here. Everybody's seeing owls. Everybody's waking up at the same time. Some weird shit's going on. And he's like, okay, um, whatever. And then she's like, basically, he tries to kind of blame her. And so she tries to throw it back at him that her husband was murdered and they still don't know who killed him. And he's like, dude, you know who killed your husband. And I don't think it tells you right then, but her husband presumably committed suicide. Like, he shot himself in the head.
No, that's supposed to be the huge plot twist in the movie where he comes in, he's like, yeah, your husband killed himself, bro.
If that's the plot twist, it's very poorly done.
It's trash, bro.
This movie is trash.
She thinks that an intruder came in and stabbed him.
Yeah.
And in the very, very end, spoilers, he shows her a picture of her husband's dead body with a gunshot wound. But, like, I don't know I didn't know who the fuck that was. Because they never show you the husband's face ever. So he just holds up a picture of...
No, they do.
Sure,
It's it's on a picture.
It's
Oh,
it's on the picture.
Whatever. They don't show the husband enough to where I would know. I thought it was the Scott dude, one of the patients in the very beginning.
You thought it was Travis Scott?
Another doctor that she's friends with comes in. He flies into town because he's worried about her because I guess, she is she was asking him to hypnotize her to try and remember her husband's killer, and then one of her patients killed himself, probably a lot for her, so he's like trying to convince her to take some time off. She's saying no. Yeah, and then she basically she's like, I'm gonna continue my husband's work, which it doesn't tell you what her husband's work is ever, but presumably it has something to do with these alien encounters.
Basically, after the dude caps himself, then one of the other people she's helping who sees the fucking big dick owl, they want to get hypnotized too, and then that dude starts freaking out, and then...
Well, right before that, she had her assistant transcribe a recording that she took of herself the night before.
Her assistant is the worst actress I've ever seen in a movie.
Dude, she is bad.
No offense. She's like, did you hear the recording?
Yeah, she runs in and she's like, there's something on the recording. And so she gives it to her. And she listens to it, and it's a normal thing. She's like just talking, and then she just starts hooting and hollering, bro. After a door opens, and then she starts rustling around, and then she's like screeching. And then there's talking over her in a weird language, and it's pretty creepy. I mean, she's just sitting there listening to herself, who was asleep, presumably what she thought, scream, and that would be scary. to hear yourself.
Yeah.
And so she pops out the books and calls a dude that her husband was in contact with, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Will is, so bye." And then he calls her back, and he's like, "Yeah, some dude named John called me from this number. I guess he memorized the number." um, Asking for like a history lesson on ancient languages, and that dude gets brought into the movie. He's basically just like a language person who, yeah, I mean, he just tells her what language these things are speaking,
Who's
which
played by?
apparently. Go ahead.
He's probably played by the second biggest actor in this entire fucking movie too.
Who?
Hakeem K. Kazim. He's in. He's in Hotel Rwanda. He's one of the pirate lords in the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, should we have an actor?
Yeah, he's the businessman at the beginning of X-Men Wolverine, the Nigerian businessman who gets fucking sliced up
Oh, yeah.
by
A man of culture.
yeah.
I mean, he's fine. He's a good actor.
He's also
No,
in
well, take out the assistant, and
Kong
I
vs.
don't think
Godzilla.
is he.
Yep, Admiral Wilcox.
I don't remember that guy. Anyway, take out the assistant, and I don't think the sheriff's very good, but everybody
Admiral
else
Big
is
Cock.
fine. Like Mila's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with her acting performance.
Oh, she's fine, all right. What?
I do like how the relay they got to play. Do they do something to her face in the like real recordings in parentheses, because they're in quotations, not parentheses, because she looks like weird. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
Like in the
Are you
interviews.
are you just making fun of somebody because they're ugly?
No. I just don't know if like they purposely did something to the way they lit it, or because like her eyes look really shiny. Like, it just looks really weirdly lit and shot to make her look really odd.
yeah.
She almost looks alien. I don't know if that's on
I think
purpose.
she is an alien.
Oh shit.
Now we're
Um,
getting crazy.
Mhm.
This episode of Thrillers and Killers is brought to you by Anchor.
if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer.
When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more.
It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. And best of all, it's totally free.
Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
The other dude, the second guy that she hypnotizes because he sees, the hypnotism of the first guy, he can kind of remember more. And eventually he calls them over there, them being Abigail, which is the main character, and then the friend doctor that tried to come get her to take a retirement just sticks around, I guess. He doesn't have shit to do. And then our language dude, he also sticks around. They all three go to his house, and he's freaking the fuck out. And he's like sweating his ass off, and she pulls like the blankets, and he has like a weird triangle burn on him, like a burn or a scar or something. And then he starts like seizing, and then like levitates off the fucking bed. And this like real footage is actually pretty fucking creepy here because it's like a distorted video. His mouth is all like huge, and there's just like screaming in like weird languages, and that's some good shit. I mean, that's not like great, but these parts are pretty creepy.
It was all right. I didn't like it.
They do a good job of spooking me. I mean, it's no like anything else scary that I get. Sinister. It's not like Sinister or anything, but it did fine for a movie that has 18% on Rotten Tomatoes. Decently spooky. It scared me a lot as a kid.
Yeah. Same.
And I mean, this guy just in the weird language tells her to stop the study. Nah, she's getting too close to the information, I guess. Sheriff shows up again and is like, "Dude, Scott is paralyzed, broke his fucking neck. and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking arrest you." And she's like, "You think I broke this dude's neck?" And he's kind of like, "I don't know what I think, but one of your patients has killed themselves, and then one of them is paralyzed after you were with him, so you're getting arrested, pal." And then the other doctor shows up and is like, "She didn't do this," and he's like, "Okay,
Believe you.
house arrest it is." And while she's on house arrest, there's a deputy guarding the house, and a fucking spaceship rolls up, and
This.
dude, it's
At 3:33. Ooh. It's actually 3:33 and 3 seconds as well.
oh shit. Well, the spaceship fucking rolls up and abducts her child out of the fucking ceiling. Um, and
Allegedly.
the cop just goes in there and is like, "If you don't tell me where the fuck your kid is, I am taking your other kid, and you're going to jail forever." And she's like, "They took him through the fucking ceiling." And he's like, "Okay, yep, get the other kid. We're getting the fuck out of here." So they go to take him, and then the mom's like grabbing on him, doing like the fucking Amos Dickory. She's like, "That's my boy.
Boy,
That's my son." And the son's just like, "Mom, let go of me." And the
Oh, I
son's
want to
like,
go with these guys. You're freaking me the fuck out.
and the son's like, "I'm out." He's like, whenever the cop confronts him, she tries to tell him. The son's just like, "Mom, can you shut the fuck up and just admit the truth?" And the mom's like, "What the fuck? This
I
kid's got
am.
some nerve." Also, in the
This
earlier
kid,
movie,
yeah.
this kid
I'm
would
on
be
the
like,
kid. I'm on the kid in the cop side, TBH.
she would be like, "Hey, when's your football game?" And he's like, "I already told you." And she's like, "Oh, I forgot. When is it?" And he'll tell her and be like, "Dad never would have forgot." Oh my god, dude.
That kid's a fucking
Relax.
savage, dude. He's probably my favorite character. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
his team for sure.
After this, she wants to remember the aliens, I guess. So she has the other doctor hypnotize her. And, I mean, yeah, she remembers. You get to see she gets abducted by these 3 aliens that sneak in the house and then do tests on her. And then, yeah, she wakes up also paralyzed, just like the other dude, I guess, neck down. And that's when they do the plot twist of like, "Oh, your husband was shot. He shot himself. It wasn't a murder." And she's like, "I don't fucking believe you." And does she get arrested? I don't think she gets arrested.
At the end of the movie, it says she was cleared of all charges.
There you go.
If you
Cleared
read
of all
that
charges.
shit text,
So it ends with a little montage from Mila and our director being like, "There are this many people that disappear from Alaska, and there are this many FBI visits, and you know, this is all compiled evidence. You can choose what you want to believe." So as a kid, dude, that shit got me. But it's not real.
Also, her daughter was never found ever.
Yeah, apparently. Gone forever.
it's not real. Ugh. Fuck off. This movie sucks dick.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
I don't know who made this movie. I don't know if I think is it Universal? I don't fucking remember. Whoever made this movie, whoever owns the rights to this movie, call me up. I want to remake this movie.
Yep, Universal Pictures.
Bro, I think I could do this movie better. It's creepy. We could do some good shit with this. First of all, we're throwing out the pseudo documentary bullshit. That's not happening.
I'm not
But,
attaching my name to this piece of shit.
Dude, I want to. Give me this shit. Like the aliens coming and abducting people. I'm in. Sign me up. I'll call up A24, see if they want to get involved in this shit. And let's do some fucked up stuff. Let's get some like crazy ass alien abduction shit happening. It can't
work.
Look, here's the thing. It can't be
Can't
worse.
be worse.
Than this movie,
Exactly.
So fuck it. Let's call it the 5th kind.
The
And let's
4.5
make some
kind.
bullshit up.
The
awesome.
4.5 kind.
Can I have a sex scene with an alien?
Yes. Dude, you know what?
A sex scene with an alien.
This is
you have it.
A24 we're talking about, dude. You can do whatever
strung
the fuck you
strung
want.
up on a web under the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh.
Whatever your heart
And
desires.
it's a threesome with Leo DiCaprio.
Bro.
Me, Leo DiCaprio, the alien.
This reminds me of I saw a thing. Sigourney Weaver apparently for Aliens didn't want to come back and do it unless I think she had like 3 conditions. She died, she never holds a weapon, and she has sex with an alien. I don't think any of those 3 things actually happened, but those were her terms. And I'm
According
like,
to you,
I
dog.
fucking respect, dude. I would
That's
pay to
fantastic.
see that movie.
That's hot.
I also want to bring up something. This reminds me so much. I don't know if you remember this, Doug. Jacob, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this. There was a fake documentary on Animal Planet called Mermaids, like the body found. Did you ever see that shit?
Yes.
Doug, did you?
No.
It was a completely fake documentary they put on Animal Planet that had like fake footage of a mermaid being found, and it had like fake scientists on it, fake government people on it, and for like I don't know how long it was, but for a long time people thought it was legit. Like they thought it was real ass shit, including me. I was so invested in this. I joined like a forum. It was the coolest shit ever. I legit thought there was mermaids. And then they did a sequel called like Mermaid: The New Evidence. And then at the end they were like, this is all fake.
Yeah, this is all not fucking a real gotcha.
And everybody was like, oh my, we've been bamboozled.
You were convinced there was mermaids?
Dude, also, I don't know when this shit came out. I was young.
Fucking mermaids.
It was so convincing.
Oh my. What are you going to tell me next? There's fucking dogs with hollow teeth with venom?
All right, shut the fuck up.
It aired in 2011, bro.
We have not seen like what 70% of the oceans, so there could be some crazy shit down there in the deep.
You think there's mermaids?
Yeah, maybe. Who
In the
fucking knows?
ocean.
There's a possibility.
I am currently on the Wikipedia page, and on the criticism tab, it said Mermaids: Animal Planet was criticized heavily for having the impression that it was an actual documentary. The publicity for the program included a website falsely claiming government seizures of the site's domain, and the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmosphere Administration had to put up a rebuttal on their official website because so many people were contacting them about it. It was huge, and this reminded me so much of that, and I kind of like this shit. Like, it's kind of fun. Obviously, I wish it was real, but it's kind of cool. This isn't done well though. Like, this movie is bad.
Well,
still.
average. Speaking of
Wow.
bad movie, let's get to the ratings.
Yeah, let's
shall
just
we?
dive right into it. I'll go first, I guess.
Let's hear it, Doug.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a 3. Okay.
Don't tell me you had less fun with this movie than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Bro.
No, I'm about to like trigger some people, I think, because I'm gonna be real with you guys. I kind of like this movie.
Really?
I kind of like it. I don't think it's that bad. Like,
I'm gonna give it a. Oh man, this is gonna be toxic.
Let's hear it, buddy.
So I got Halloween out of 5. I'm gonna give this movie a. I'll give it a 4.75. And for movie making score, I'm gonna give it a 2.
oh shit.
You know, I'll go next. Doug, I somewhat agree with your movie making score, but I do not agree with your personal score. For my personal score, I'm giving this a 2.5.
Oh my god.
As I was sitting here watching this movie, I found myself utterly disgusted in the fact that I did not want to fucking watch it. That's hard for me.
God.
I did not want to, like, halfway through this movie, I'm like, why am I fucking watching this movie? I'm like, do we have to do this podcast? Yes, we do. Because we do it for the fans. We do it for all of you because we love you all.
I started it and I was like, oh shit, this is not going to be good. And then by the end, I was kind of like, Wait a second. I'm kind of having fun.
Yeah, I
It's-
didn't have any fun.
Yeah, this.
I do wish they
I'm not
went.
gonna.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna drop the recommendo, but
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
I do wish they kind of had like
it's
a.
it's fine.
I don't know how to say this. I wish it was crazier. I wish they really
Oh,
like
yeah.
if we're doing alien possession shit, like abductions, and then
Sack scene.
yeah, let's get fucking wild, bro. But it is PG-13, so that's the first issue.
You can have a sex scene in PG-13.
Yeah, but it can't be fun.
Oh, you want to see alien cheeks?
I want to see alien something, bro. Like, show me some crazy shit. If we're
Okay, if you guys
making a
want to,
bad fucking movie, let's just go for it. You know?
okay, if you want to watch a bad movie with an alien sex scene in it, go watch the Species franchise.
Well, this movie pretty much implies that like aliens kind of created us, so wouldn't I feel
Yeah.
like we'd kind of look kind of like aliens, probably.
I mean, at least it shows you what the aliens look like an owl. That's what everybody's seen is like an alien that looks like an owl. But like, I don't think we mentioned this at one point. That they say I am God. That's fun. Let's do some more of that. Get some
Prometheus
weird
2.
alien shit, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my personal score is 2.5, and my movie making score is also a 2.5.
Give me a little bit of why.
2.5,
the acting,
bro.
yeah, the acting
That's a little
wasn't great. Like, I don't even think Mila has the depth to elevate a movie with a little like bit of just like shit that she like got. I guess like this movie isn't really written that well, but like some actors can take some like shitty written like parts and make them better, but like I don't think she has the depth in like her acting ability to do so for this.
My
And
least favorite
also,
part of her performance was the fact that she whispered the whole time.
yeah. And also, like, I didn't like the home video kind of like footage. It just looked.
This is the best part about this movie, bro. What are you on about?
I also think it was the best part. It's just
Other than like the guy
it's
floating
creepy.
with the mouth getting like, yeah, it's a little creepy, but like, it just like, because that's fake. Obviously, they recorded that shit for this movie.
Wait, you're telling me nobody fucking floated?
Hold on a second.
Yes,
What?
dude.
One moment.
God, I hate you both.
My
But like,
whole like outlook on life.
they
Just
didn't
changed.
do. To me, it looks like they didn't do enough to make it look like it was like old like videotape.
I mean, it's from like the early 2000s. It wouldn't be that bad.
Dude, I have some fucking home videos from like 2002, and they look fucking terrible.
I mean, it looks pretty fucked. I would have liked. Let's get wild.
Yeah,
Show me Scott breaking his fucking neck.
yeah, that'd be fucking lit. That and also don't blur out the dude shooting his wife and kids and then shooting his head off.
I mean, I don't mind the police footage part of it. I do like the police footage with the spaceship rolling up. That was kind of funny.
I don't
Yeah.
mind. I don't mind not seeing kids get their fucking heads blown off. To be honest with you, bro.
Hey, like I
Maybe
said,
do that like out of
let's go
frame, but like
wild.
like him shooting his wife and then himself, like that would have been cool to see. Not in a psychopathic way, but like
You want this movie to just be completely disturbing? Like,
I mean,
it kind of already
if
is.
we're doing it.
Like, she doesn't get her daughter back, man. She was never
we'll make
found.
it some. We'll make it some midsummer type shit, and then
Yeah, exactly. If
we'll,
you're rolling
we'll,
with
we'll throw in Tarantino and just fucking put feet everywhere. And
if you're rolling
then-
with a pseudo documentary with a shitty script, you got to do something to elevate your film into craziness or
like
make it
Paranormal
interesting.
Activity.
Bro, watch your mouth about Paranormal Activity.
Oh shit!
I will beat your ass. I love Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, only like the first two.
No, the third one's the best one.
Yeah,
I think I've only seen
yeah.
the first one.
Oh, we'll have to do those eventually, bro.
Yeah, the third one is the best one. Thinking
In
about
fact,
it now.
the new one just came out, but it's on Paramount Plus only.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. I'll pass on that
Hey,
one. I watched this
I'm
other
just gonna
one
come
that
out
was
and say
shit.
it. Fuck straight to streaming.
Yeah, I don't like that shit either. But
Yeah.
Nobody wants to fucking pay for Paramount Plus.
also I'm a movie theater truther, so
For sure. Live and die by the fucking red velvet seats, baby.
Live and die by these nuts in your mouth.
So I'll go into
Good
my
one.
scores now. For my personal opinion, I gave it a 5. It's not a good movie, but I also kind of had a little bit of fun. The premise is good. I kind of like alien abductions in Alaska, and that stuff's fun. It a lot of the serious stuff though made me laugh. Like it just it kind of lost itself at some points, and some of the stuff that was supposed to be not funny was kind of funny. It is kind of creepy though. I found myself a little creeped out afterwards, so it's you know let's just go a little crazier. For movie making scores, I put it at a 4. It it is at least a comprehensible movie, and I don't think I can give a comprehensible movie less than a 4. Now, I've seen some movies that are not like literally so bad you literally have problems like watching them. They're so bad. Um, that's where I would go a little bit lower. But this is a movie. They made a fucking movie. Um, it's not a good movie, but it makes sense and it has an outcome. So 4 it is. Um, Not good acting, but it's 2009 PG-13 horror movie. What can you expect?
Yeah,
So, any recommends for you boys? Anybody? Should we go watch it?
I would not recommend this movie.
The only way I recommend watching this movie is if you only have Netflix and you've seen pretty much everything on that motherfucker, and you're like,
And you're looking,
hey,
yeah, and you're looking
hey,
for
fuck it, let's just send it.
This
you're
probably
looking
wouldn't
for
be a
98
bad.
minutes to kill.
This might not be a bad Netflix and chill movie. You got your lady friend over. She wants to get a little creeped out, snuggle up.
Yeah,
Throw
honestly,
it on.
that's a good one because you only have to watch the first like 7 minutes of it because you're not paying attention the rest of the fucking time to the movie.
Yeah, I mean, this was it's breezy. So you got time to kill, or like you're fucking around with your friends, bored. Throw it on. It's not that bad, but I wouldn't watch it for fun.
Yeah, it's good background noise.
I bet if you were high as fuck, it'd be entertaining.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
know what? If and also, if you're, it's probably not a bad just like can't sleep movie. Like you're tired as fuck, but you can't go to sleep, so you just throw something on. It's probably not bad one of those either.
Actually, honestly, if I watch this movie while high, I feel like I might start actually freaking out. I'll be like, bro, what time is it, bro?
Be the super fucking parent. Yeah, it's
It's
rolling around at
3:33, bro.
3:33.
Turn this shit off.
Dude, I don't want to go through the ceiling, bro.
But yeah, like I said, I just wish it got a little more crazy. That would be more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are we doing next week, Jacob?
So I thought I'd give you guys a little, Jake Gyllenhaal break. But
God
we're coming
bless
back
you.
to him.
Please, God.
And the only reason I picked this
not
movie
shit,
because
not
today
shit, not shit, not shit, not shit,
I
not
listened
shit.
to Mad World, so we're doing Donnie Darko.
Okay.
This is Aaron's. I'm pretty sure this is Aaron's all-time favorite movie.
No, that's Midsummer, but I still like it.
Uh,
It's up there. But yeah,
I'm very
everybody.
excited for it. Good one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like it. Doug, have you seen it?
No, and I'm tired of watching Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, it makes you feel any better. This is very young Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, I'm upset.
And Maggie
Sweet.
Gyllenhaal's in it too.
It's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun.
The only thing this motherfucker ever did right in his life was get rid of
Brokeback
Taylor
Mountain.
Swift.
Hey, watch it, bro. We don't want the Swifties after us. But yeah, okay, cool. That'll wrap it up, I guess.
Bye, bitches.